What?
To me, it was my roommate, Holly. Shout out Hussy J.
Her first message ever to me was,
Megan doesn't do shots.
I change it. That's the one thing that is the biggest pet peeve.
They just fought on syrup.
That's how it's supposed to be. Sure you don't want to just restart this one? The intro?
Go.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This has hands down been the most anticipated video to the channel. If you can't tell, she's already tipsy, so that's going to give you a hint of what this video is going to be. A tipsy Q&A, and what better place to do it than Mexico. So we asked you guys a bunch of questions. We picked the best 10, and we're going to have Juan throw in a random one so we can make sure this stays impromptu. So I'm extremely excited for the video. It's the first initial introduction to my beautiful fiance, and I think this is going to give you guys a good insight of not just our relationship, but everything that we have been through in the past 4.5 years. So again, sit back, relax, pick up a drink, and enjoy this video.
Tinder.
I guess alcohol brings out the bluntness, but absolutely. So believe it or not, we have the success story of Tinder. It's weird because in the beginning, I was always like nervous to say that, but like, I feel like, how can I be nervous about expressing our true story? It's beautiful, man. You want to say what you actually said to me for the first ever message?
I can't say that. I can't say that.
She can say that.
No, I actually can't.
Maybe I will take the Tinder message and put it up here, but it was very bold. And it's funny because that's like not her person.
It wasn't me, it was my roommate, Holly. Shout out Hussy J.
It was funny because like it's not her personality. So like when I met her, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more like in your face, but she's so more laid back, relaxed, and chill. So like when I got that message, I was like, okay, this probably won't turn into something long term. But when I actually met her, man, I absolutely fell in love, and it did not take too long to realize that I was gonna end up with her for the rest of my life. So Tinder is our success story, and I'm very confident and happy that we met that way.
That's kinda...
No, do you know off the top of your head, you know?
I know the message. So
Somehow babies. I have the message somewhere.
So her message to me was, imagine what our kids would look like, or just something along those realms. So basically insinuating like intercourse. And I'm sitting here like, all right, this is gonna take too long. But when I met her, it's funny because she actually made me wait for like a significant amount of time before we were able to even get to third base, let alone fucking fourth base. So all I know is like the message did not represent her like personality, I guess. But I actually like that because obviously, you know, you don't go on Tinder, I guess, expecting to find a long-term relationship. I guess I had that success story. Oh, look at that.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, she doesn't need any more. Her first message ever to me was, "You want to have kids?" ? And my response was, I think that's supposed to be my line, but your savagery turns me on. I'd be honored. Oh my God, why was I like this? Man, I'm very confident.
This is not like us at all.
This is not like us whatsoever.
How old are you? And you were like, junior in college, but hear me out. And then you were like, you sent pictures of like a mixed baby, and you're like, but hear me out.
My pickup lines were not the best back then, but I got a good catch out of it, so next question.
Like, we used to go out 24/7, eat, drink, party, rage, and now it's like, we have one day a week where it's like our dinner.
I was definitely a lot more outgoing and more of a personality, I guess you could say, before bodybuilding. And I guess I never realized it took me like being in the sport for a longer period of time to look back to what I used to be, to realize how much I have changed. And I don't necessarily think it...
Oh my God. Look at that thing. Megan doesn't do shots.
This isn't going to be a tipsy Q&A. This is going to be a fucked up Q&A.
I have the margarita, you have the shot.
That's a spicy margarita.
It's okay.
Is it spicy?
Wait. I've never tasted anything like that.
I mean, I guess it's normal to me because I never dated someone in the fitness industry before. So ever like since I guess started in the bodybuilding, I've only been with one person, and that's Megan. So it's funny because I actually got into bodybuilding because of a bad breakup. And then ever since then, I started dating Megan like 8 months later, and that's all I've known. So I mean, the only thing I guess was changing is when in the beginning of our relationship, we were a little bit more flexible, going out to eat, you know, random spontaneous vacations, not caring about bringing my meals anywhere. I guess now it's a little bit more structured, it's a little bit more detailed. I have to be a little bit more like planning involved, but I don't know. I think that for the goals that I set out to, right? I feel like the goals that I've accomplished early in my career, it made it all worth it. And I fell in love with something, and it's a new passion of mine, and I think she understands that, and took a little bit to understand it, but you know, sitting back and looking at it now, I think it was just a learning curve, and now we're here, happier than ever.
God, I was a nervous Nelly. Like literally, I was like, you need to have all your ducks in a row. I was like, how much are you making monthly? How many clients? Like, what is the like future plan? Like, I was like, what is the insurance? Like, I was like, I am the...
You were like the slow down to my speed up, in a good way though.
I'm the brains of the relationship, I feel like.
That's a way to say it. But like, I think it was just important because like I am a personality that goes nonstop, and I needed somebody to slow me down in order to put my ducks in a row, like she mentioned, in order to make sure I'm not making a mistake or doing something that could hurt the business, even though I'm focusing on like excelling and growing the business. So she was definitely the slow down to my speed up, but in a good way. And without her, I'm telling you right now, like my efficiencies would be all over the place. So
because I think like the worst in every situation, you think the best. So it's like it balances.
yeah, so like you're the yin to my yang.
My eyes.
All right, so yeah, I'll give you like a physical and like a, I guess like emotional or something, but
Like a personality.
yeah, like a personality trait or something. So physically, her eyes were hands down the number. I remember looking at her Tinder picture, and I was sitting here like mesmerized, and I was like, "Yep, oh my god."
I won best size in high school.
I didn't win best size in high school, but hands down, physically, her eyes just drew me in. I guess you could say, like personality trait wise, her acceptance, because when it comes to, I literally asked her to fall in love with a completely new man after she met me. You know, again, I was that partier. I was that person who went
It was
out.
like the jock. That,
Yeah,
like,
I
I was initially attracted to, and
like,
then he switched it.
like you could, like honestly, you would never ever imagine yourself with a bodybuilder, right?
No.
Right? So like, I literally asked her to fall in love with somebody who she wasn't even like necessarily attracted to based off of like what they did, and it wasn't easy. Like that transition was not easy, but her acceptance of just allowing me to follow my dream and my passion, that's hands down the number one most amazing thing about Megan. And again, it took time. So anybody out there, if you have a significant other who necessarily doesn't get your endeavor or your goal or your dream right now, doesn't mean just give up. It means take your time. Like give them an opportunity to learn it, and you never know. You could be getting married very, very soon.
To a Megan.
To a Megan.
His drive and ambition and just, I don't know, trying to build our future, I feel like.
Yeah, like I'm definitely not somebody who just thinks of
You're not like a bump on a log, like you're like,
always trying to think of the next thing to do.
yeah, you're like, oh, what can we do to make our lives better? What can we do to make more money? Like all of that. So just the drive, which I feel like a lot of people don't have these days.
Okay, and physically?
The chocolate latte.
Ooh.
Snoring.
That's good. I blame bodybuilding for that. I snore because I get up to 265 pounds, but I get it. It's bad.
He's literally on the plane like, I'm like, this woman is literally staring at you across the way. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
It's bad, especially on planes. Anywhere I have to put my head up like this to fall asleep is really bad.
We're getting a massage yesterday. Like, what?
What about you, Alex?
Megan is, oh, I know one. Megan sleeps with the house temperature at 72. She's a maniac.
That's
a maniac.
That's a normal person.
No. I need the house to be at 68. So anything I can change would making sure that the house was set at 68 on a consistent basis.
No, he keeps the house at literally 60 degrees, and I'm like shivering. I'm like blue in the face because I'm like.
No. We live in Florida. We live in Tampa, Florida.
Yeah,
72
it's
is ridiculous.
It's hot outside, but not inside.
Yeah, because of you.
I mean, I don't think it's anything different than dating inside your race. Like,
That's a good thing.
my parents raised me to like anyone who you like, and they were very accepting of you. Your family's very accepting of me. Like, there's never been anything like alarming.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's no question that it's, it turns heads a little bit. You post it on social media. I've gotten some comments. It's not the easiest to digest, but I was never raised that way. My dad is married to a white woman. It's something that has been extremely normal in my family for a long time. I'm mixed. I'm black, I'm white, I'm Spanish. I'm a mutt. So it doesn't necessarily matter who we bring home, as long as the person's personality, they're pushing us forward and not pulling us back. That's always something that my dad has always said, and Megan does just that. So for our lives, not specifically, we're not blind to the fact that it may happen outside of that, but we only can control what we can control, and we can control our happiness, and we've been doing that ever since.
Yes.
No.
What soon?
I'll have one tomorrow.
I think there's no question, especially after seeing Juan's baby and being around him all weekend, there's no question that I've gotten baby fever. And I was actually more worried about her getting baby fever, but I definitely have it. But I'm young. She's like 2 years older than me, so like I guess the process...
I'm getting old. I'm pushing 30 in 2 years.
In 2 years. Like, I guess the process will be sped up a little bit just based off of her age. If she's always had a vision of having a baby before 30 or something like that. But I know she's going to be the one I end up with for the rest of my life. And I know she's going to be the mother to my kids. So I wouldn't say there's necessarily a timeline. I think there's more going to be when the time is right. Right now, I travel a lot. Right now, I just have a lot of emphasis towards other things in my life. And when the baby comes, I know how I'm going to be. And every decision is going to be based upon the baby. So right now, I'm just trying to maximize the time that I have as young, able to travel, make investments, and kind of be more, I guess, loose goose. Is that a weird word to say?
Loosey-goosey.
Yeah, but sooner than later, I guess I would say. But nothing's set on the calendar.
In the fridge?
What?
In the fridge?
Hell no. No. Aunt Jemima goes in the cabinet. She goes in the pantry.
Where is our syrup in the house? It's in the fridge because you can heat it up. Like, you can always heat it up.
In our household, it is in the pantry.
No, it's not. Look in our pantry right now.
Look in our fridge. It's not there.
It is. Look at it.
Walden,
Juan, go to our house. It's in the fridge.
No, Juan, go to our house. It's in the cabinet. Absolutely wrong. She's wrong. She's wrong. First of all, I'm the one who eats pancakes the most. I'm the one who uses syrup the most. I'm the one who has Walden Farms the most. All in the pantry. You know what? I do notice every once in a while you'll randomly put it in the fridge, and I get very frustrated. So you should probably stop. I change it. That's the one thing that is the biggest pet peeve. That's it. She puts syrup in the fridge. If you do that, all I'm gonna say is comment below. Comment below, where do you put your syrup? Is it in the fridge or is it in the pantry? Of course, after being used. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys watching the video. You're definitely going to cause some arguments now when I go home, but at the end of the day, I'm a very lucky man, and this woman has invested her love, her time, her future, and everything in between in me, and I will not drop the ball. And I'm so thankful for her, and I'm so excited to call her my wife very soon. So if you guys can...
Not yet. I can still escape.
You see what I'm dealing with? But if you can, guys, smash the like button, share this with a couple who probably should see this too. Comment below your favorite part, and don't forget to comment where you put your syrup, because if you put your syrup in the fridge, chances are you will be blocked. But all in all, I appreciate you guys. That is the end of this Q&A.